Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Naika. Thank you so much, of course, for always tuning in and staying up to date with your girl. It is officially another fertility update. So, as you guys know from my last video, that I was really tracking my HGC levels and them going down, and they were just creeping. So let's just dive right into where I'm at now. This is my third month of recovery from my DNC, so I just want to keep you guys informed on how things are going. So let's get started. All right, guys. So as you guys know, I always gotta write things down. So I have my other phone in my hand because I could never keep track of everything. It's just a lot of information, guys. Like, it's just a lot. I'm just chilling on my bed. I'm like, you know what? Let me just give y'all the 411 and how things been going and everything like that. As promised, as always. So basically, from my last video, you guys knew that I officially finally got my period from since the DNC, and well, from since getting pregnant. So, and it was like a regular cycle. It was like 5 days. My cycle is usually 5 days. Um, and it wasn't, it wasn't bad. It wasn't painful. I didn't have like cramps, anything like that. It was just really like, it was like a regular period. It wasn't too bad. I thought it would have lasted longer. I thought it would have got messed up. I really didn't know what to expect. So I kind of just, expected the worst, but I received it better. The best way to put it, right? I took another, and from, of course, the last video, you guys know that on 3 in March 3/19, my HGC was at a 36. So just to let you guys know, it still took a very long time to go down. Still, I don't know why. A lot of people, it took them like 9 weeks or whatever. For me, for some reason, it took me forever. So, and you guys are gonna hear finally how far I've reached. So here we are, April, going through the process, right? I took another pregnancy test at the end of March. It was still a light faint line. That didn't change. I kind of wanted to make sure that my body was getting back on track as things were starting to kind of wind down, so that way I can just like, be regulated and, just, make sure that I'm healthy, that my hormones are back on track before I even do anything else and I start any new process or procedure or anything. So, right, so I started to actually track my body basal temperature, and I started to track my ovulation, just to make sure that I was actually still ovulating, and that my body didn't just completely go out of whack. I was actually still ovulating. The cycle, I was still having like a full cycle and everything, especially because my periods came. So I was like, you know what? Let me just start tracking and making sure that everything is kind of regulating and going back to normal. Right. So I'm going to show you guys, like, of course, the ovulation strips and everything that I use. I use an app called Pre-Mom to track my ovulation and everything, and track my body basal temperature. So I'm just going to show you in the bottom left hand corner how, what the Pre-Mom ovulation looked like, and then of course the body basal temperature. So I have like the actual thermometer, and it links to the app, so that way when I'm taking my as soon as you wake up in the morning, before you even do anything, you put the thermometer under your tongue and you get your body temperature in order to see what your temperature is first thing in the morning, and you keep it going. And usually when your temperature dips, that's when you ovulate, when you have ovulated, or the day after you've ovulated. So that's usually how it works. And then the ovulation strips let you know when you're at peak ovulation. So I kind of was tracking both of them to see how like my body was like fluctuating back and forth. Hey guys, so as you guys can see, I started to track my ovulation again, just to, see if my body is getting back to a normal stance. I haven't started I'm gonna start my body basal temperature tomorrow, but as you guys can see, so with ovulation, the test line is the darkest line. And as you see with the control line is the darkest line, and the test lines, As these lines get darker, it means you're closer to ovulation. So once the test line gets darker than the control line, it means that you're at peak ovulation, or you've ovulated, or you're about to ovulate, right? So the first one at the top, it was at 3:25 that I took that one, and then I went on a little weekend, quick little weekend trip, and I completely forgot my ovulation strips, so I didn't get to test until I came back, and I started 3:29. So these two on 3:29. This was like super early in the morning, and then this was like midday, close to the evening, and as you guys can see, it's a slight change in difference in the color between the second and the third. So because it's getting a little bit darker, and you guys are going to see in the corner right hand of the test with the dates, and you're going to see the numbers. So I believe this was like a 2 point something, and then this was a 17, the second was like a 17 and a half, and this one was like a 20. So the numbers are increasing, and I do it twice a day, so that way you guys can, that way I can see the numbers increase and my ovulation peak increase, come very closer to ovulating. Right, so I just wanted to show you guys how I'm actually starting to test it. Like I said, I use the Pre-Mom app. I've been using this for a while now to track my ovulation, to make sure that everything is accurate in the app. And I'm also going to be using my body basal temperature to see if my ovulation strips ties back to my body basal, and that everything is kind of tracking accurately. Right, so I just wanted to make sure that my body is going back on track, back on key. You know, with IVF, you don't necessarily need all of this, but I like to, do this just to, because listen, guys, I always believe anything can happen. You could be going through IVF, and then boom, next thing you know, things can happen in a natural way, whatever. So I always just want to make sure I'm ready in any forms of conceiving, if it happens naturally, even though, anything is, miracles do happen, and I do believe in that. So yeah, I just wanted to keep you guys posted. I will be showing you guys more tests to come, right? So stay tuned. Okay, bye. So things was regulating properly, which I was really, really happy about. I went for blood work again on end of March, 3:29, and my levels are at 21. So on 3:19, I was a 36. Went for the 29th, it was a 21. I mean, it was just creeping, and they don't consider you not pregnant until it is below a 5. So it was really taking a long time. For my next video, I'm actually going to show you guys, because you guys knew from my prior videos that I was actually using these Pink Stork products for fertility. So I'm going to show you guys this little box and stuff that they bought me, that they sent me as a surprise, because I reached out to them and letting them know that I really love their products, etc. So I'm definitely going to show you guys that in my next video, what the box looked like. It was really super, it was so sweet of them, and they had like a little card and everything like in there. Hopefully I didn't throw the card out. I'm hoping that I didn't throw the card out, but hopefully I didn't throw the box out. I gotta check. Okay, so then I did want to give you guys an update on the tea, though, because I know last video I told you guys that my husband, I bought this fertility tea for my husband, and I wasn't sure if he was gonna like it or anything like that. He did say the tea was all right. I bought it anyway. I mean, he drinks it from time to time. They're not as diligent as us, where we would take it like super hard and seriously and be drinking the tea every day. But yeah, it's like, try the tea. It doesn't hurt. You never know. Miracles happen. I can't even blink. I don't mean wink. So yeah. So then, so his exact words was, "It's all right. I'll drink it from time to time." Exactly what I said, because he drinks it from time to time, pretty much, right? So, yes. So then 3:29, my beta was a 21. 4:8, well, actually 4:9, my beta was a 13.5. So as you see, like every 10 days or so, my beta only drops a couple. So it's not even, it went from a 21 to now a 13.5. Then 2 weeks later, on the 23rd, my beta was a 6. Finally, on 5/7, my beta went down to a 3, which was considered negative. and I didn't have to go back for blood work. So that was amazing. The only thing is that as my levels dropped, because it was like at a 6 at that point, they tested my prolactin, and as you guys knew from prior videos that I have a pituitary tumor. So because of that, they tested my prolactin, and um my prolactin levels were super high, so I had to jump right back. As soon as they noticed my HCG levels dropped, I had to jump right back on that medication, guys. Right back on it. So I didn't really get the time to, say, like, enjoy. I mean, I did enjoy because I knew I wasn't really pregnant. There was nothing really in me, so I had my little fun, my little drinks, whatever the case may be, because I knew that I would be on this medication. You cannot mix this medication with alcohol, so I knew once I started, that was it. I was done. Sayonara, like that. I was cut off. So I mean, it's all right. It's a sacrifice, right? It's a sacrifice. It's all for a good cause. And yeah, so my prolactin levels was really high, and so I had to go back on my medication, the bromocriptine. So of course I started it with the one half a pill, once every for the first 3 nights, and then twice every day, half a pill, going forward. So I have to continue taking it until I get pregnant again. So, and this is supposed to suppress and shrink the tumor. The tumor is super small. It was only 4 millimeters or 3 millimeters or something like that when they first saw it, but my body still felt different. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I started taking it, I started to feel like myself again, because I was getting headaches, I was nausea, like I was feeling super exhausted. I felt like I was just overwhelmed, and like it was just a lot. It was taking a toll on my body. But when I started taking that medication, it really, really helped. Now, I'm not the type of person that to want to rely on medication. I'm like the total opposite. I'm very like want to go find a natural route, everything. That's why IVF was really hard for me, because everything to me was like, is there a natural remedy? But you never know what your path is going to be. You never know what's going to happen. But I just want to let you guys know, your girl is in good spirits. I'm in good spirits. I always have a positive attitude, a positive outlook on things. So I know my time is coming. Like I said, I look at it as my bambino was not meant to be on this earth. So I'm just gonna, my little picnic in Caribbean terms, was just not gonna be, you know, it was just not gonna wasn't meant to be on the earth, right? So the next round, we're gonna see how that goes and everything like that. So just to keep you guys informed, yes, my beta finally went down in May. 5.7 was my last beta, and it was finally a 3. So imagine, from January 28th was when my surgery was, and 5.7 was when my beta finally went down. It was just like, damn, like, why did it take like 4 months, almost 4 whole months, for my beta to go down? And I still had pregnancy tests that were faint. It took a while for them. Literally, it felt good to still see a positive test, but you knew that there was no contents behind the positive pregnancy. It was just hormones that's just sitting and lingering, So it really didn't give me that, happiness or anything like that, just from looking at them. I just did it just to see if it was going to go down, because I knew that by everything going back down to normal, I can start fresh. I can, and move forward, and just, keep the vibes going, keep the positivity going, and that's it. So I just wanted to keep you guys updated on where I am, where I stand. Stay tuned for more updates. I thank you guys for always staying in tune. Your girl is a positive thinker. She got it. I'll be all right. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely hit that notification bell, so that way anytime I post another video. More fertility video updates to come. This was my 3rd month recovery update. I am finally down. 3rd into the 4th. Right. 3rd into the 4th. Finally down. I'm finally down. Thank you guys so much for watching. All right. Love you guys.